On the streets of Iran's capital city, Tehran, cars are seen engulfed in flames as thousands gather calling for change and an end to a brutal regime. It's a similar scene in cities throughout the country. This video captured in the northwest city of Tabriz, while in Mashhad, in a show of defiance, protesters are seen tearing apart their national flag as the country was plunged into a nationwide internet blackout on Thursday evening. Authorities cutting internet access and telephone lines, some able to capture the protest before services were blocked.
Cutting the internet might, in the short term, help the regime sort of deal with the situation, the size of the protests and so on. But he's not going to take away the fact that the underlying causes why people are out in the streets is going to require major reform and a political willingness on the part of Khamenei to engage in reform.
The protests are being regarded as the largest movement for the country since 2022, when protesters took to the streets after the death of Mahsa Amini, who was arrested by the morality police for allegedly wearing an improper hijab. This time, the unrest has been fueled by deepening distress over economic insecurity, including rocketing inflation. Last week, U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to intervene if Iranian security forces killed peaceful protesters. But the country's supreme leader is placing blame on the United States, saying protesters are acting on behalf of the U.S. president.
Let him run his own country, if he can. In his own country, there are all kinds of incidents going on.
Meanwhile, the exiled son of the late Shah released this video, encouraging additional protests throughout the country.
Be with your fellow compatriots on Friday night as well. I call on field leaders to try to ensure that groups that have taken to the streets link up with one another so that the crowds become even larger.
On Friday, Tehran's prosecutor said protesters who commit vandalism could face the death penalty. And with fears of escalation, the UN human rights chief is calling for an independent and a transparent investigation into reports of deaths and widespread arrest during these nationwide protests. For City News, I'm Alessandra Carneiro.